Hey everybody, this is your Right Geek and Honorary Man King, once again reporting from my bunker in suburban Northern Virginia. Everything is still going all right here. I have been noticing some allergies, uh, which that's kind of awkward at a time like this. You always sit there thinking, is this allergies or is this the actual corona? Uh, but since I feel fine except for the occasional cough, I'm pretty sure that this is pollen or mold related and has nothing to do with corona. So just to apologize in advance for any coughing that I might do during this video, which is going to be today. It's going to be some rapid fire comic reviews of some of these Indiegogo comics that I've received. Um, uh, just giving you my quick impressions of all of these, having finally caught up and read them all. We start here with The Case of the Littlest Umbrella. Which I rather enjoyed. It was rather cute. I especially loved this cute little baby Cthulhu. That was nice, and the way that it ended actually made me genuinely laugh. I thought it was um, a very accurate depiction of how a child would finish a story. So and it got a good belly laugh from me. So this was worth the read. It wasn't soul destroying like some of the best comics I've ever read were, but it was a good bit of light entertainment. The next one on the list of our rapid fire comic reviews is Douglas Ernst's Soulfinder Demon's Match. This is one I actually had to request from him because I missed the Indiegogo campaign. But I really like the concept of this one. And the art's pretty good too. But I like the concept of this one, that the powers that the main character has comes from his suffering and his pain. I'm very interested in seeing where this story goes and future issues of this story. I think that there's a lot of potential here for something really good. And the faith aspects of it were very well handled, which I also appreciate as a Catholic. So when you get a chance, if he opens up his second campaign, definitely pick this up. I think this is worth reading. All right. Other rapid fire comic reviews. This is Jawbreaker's God King, which also has a lot of dope art in it. I will say though that I feel like it's a little bit early to essentially kill off most of your team. I'm not sure that I really got a chance to get to know them all that well. So killing most of them off this early, it feels a little too soon. However, I do like some of the additional things in this, besides the main story. I also like, the Devil Dog origin story was really, really good. That was just awesome, how he overcomes these terrorists. How he overcomes these terrorists that have captured him. And then next thing you see him, he's there smoking a cigarette. I love that. That was great. This part was probably the best part of this graphic novel, I think. The main story was fine, but again, I think it was a little too soon to kill off everybody. Maybe give us a little more time to get to know these people before you, like I said, before you get rid of them all. And I'm also very interested in this Desolation Wave preview here. This seems like it could be a really good sci-fi story. I can't wait for that one to come out. So that's kind of my 20-second impression of that one. And then we have Cyberhog Frog here by Ethan Van Sciver, which also has really, really dope art. The art was definitely the highlight of this particular comic. If I have a criticism, it would be that there doesn't seem to... It seems to be what we would call paste for the trade, in the sense that this one issue doesn't really have a complete story in it. So I am very interested in seeing where this goes in Wrecked Planet, which I have in fact backed on Indiegogo just to see where the story goes. But if I could make a suggestion to Ethan Van Sciver as far as his writing is concerned, make sure, you can do the continuing story, but make sure that for each individual issue, something gets resolved. So it doesn't feel incomplete when you finish the one issue. But once again, the art is amazing, as Ethan Van Sciver art typically is. And yes, this was also worth reading. I would say all 4 of these comics are worth reading. They're not absolute trash like some of the things that Marvel is trying to sell to us. I wouldn't say all of them are necessarily perfect, but they are moves in the right direction, I think, in terms of producing for the comics reading audience things that they will actually enjoy. So if there are other Indiegogo campaigns out there that people are advertising, definitely look some of those up and see if any of those interest you. Because what these independent creators are creating, I think you'll be able to find more things that you will actually enjoy instead of just relying so much on corporate comics, which in many cases, as we discussed yesterday, they seem to be more interested in putting forth a political opinion than in putting forth stories that are actually entertaining and not trash. Anyway, thank you for checking in for today's check-in, day 4 of Don't Panic, day 4 of the quarantine. Everything's all right here. Let me know in the comments how you guys are doing, and if any of you have read any of these 4 comics, I'd be interested in hearing your thoughts as well. Did you enjoy these 4 Indiegogo comics? And if you did, please comment below. If you did not, I would also be interested to hear your criticisms as well. It's interesting to get a good conversation going. And I will speak to you again tomorrow.